Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Dude, because I do a lot of top-down photography.
The show is about to begin.
This is a bunch of bullshit.
The bar is open. Hi, and welcome back to the Titty and Shiner Show. It is episode 79. We have no idea where this episode is going to go. My name is Big Titty, and I slept all of yesterday.
Well, my name is Shiner, and I did not sleep all of yesterday.
My name is Donnie, and I spent the day doing yard work.
Well, I've had a pretty productive weekend, though. Can't really say that.
I expect you to say, my name's Donnie, and it might be a sin, but I'll take his bet. You're going to regret how best it's ever been. Come on.
I love that song. I love that song.
I did watch.
What's up, fellas?
I did watch a movie last night, which it's it catches me in the feels. Probably really hard. About 61 minutes into the movie. Where
That's just a rough guesstimate.
Yeah, just rough, right out of my ass guess. Where Snowman runs over all them motorcycles.
Where what?
Where Snowman runs over all them motorcycles.
Oh,
Smokey and a Bandit.
Yeah, man. Oh, did you pull it up on demand?
Yeah,
Man, that's a good movie.
it's always a safe bet.
Oh yeah,
Always
dude.
a safe bet. You know, I mean, everybody's got their one prostitute that's just the go-to every single time.
Okay.
You know, this, I'm assuming. Do we not? If not, then
So
never,
I've heard.
then
So
never,
I've heard.
Never mind. I didn't say anything. Forget about it.
This just got weird.
Yeah, but everybody has, you know, several go-tos that when they come on TV or when they're there, you don't turn away from them. Like Top Gun, you know, Dirty Dancing. Believe it or not,
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder. Gotta get Days of
Blazing Saddles. We've already discussed that one.
Rubbin is racing. Rubbin
Rubbin
is
is
racing.
racing.
Did you watch the race today?
I did, man. That started my mismanagement of time today because I sat down in my chair and started watching it. I told you I'll forget that I'm watching a video game. I'll start thinking that they're real cars. And I sat there and watched the entire race, and it sent the rest of the day into a shitstorm.
I watched Jeff Gordon clear the fence like Adam Vinatieri's
Did you
field
see
goal.
that? Was that not great? Now, I did snap into reality and realize it wasn't real when that happened. But, man, that car came flying off that track.
It got launched like an Adam Vinatieri field goal, man. That was crazy. He just kept going up and up and up, and I'm like, oh, this would be killer if the freaking rocket engine catches in right now and he just goes into outer space.
Well, the disappointing thing was, since they were at Dega, the disappointing thing was they had the big crash on the final lap, but it was behind the leaders.
Yeah, no cautions.
You know, it's like if it was really been Dega, they'd have been crashing up front.
Boyer was funny today.
Dude, he needs his own TV show. That dude is hilarious, man.
He is. You know, people we want to party with, any famous people. And I'm like, Clint Boyer, Kid Rock.
Oh, yeah.
I even want Clint Boyer's spotter.
Yeah.
His name's Brett Moffitt. He's a funny guy. God dang.
I bet those two together are a riot, man.
Those two together will be the reason for Boyer's divorce. I guarantee it. I'll guarantee it, man.
Well, people have said that about us, too.
and Boyer's spotter, Brett Moffitt, is funny. I mean, like, so funny. They had their own podcast called Door Bumper Clear. Door, bumper, clear. And they do the spotting kind of the races from a spotter's point of view, which is and break down the races, and that's kind of cool to listen to because it's something different. But they own it just like they're the drivers. So I beat you last week. You can't say shit about it. I beat you fair and square last week. Well, actually, no, you didn't beat him. There's a driver in the car that beat him. But
Like
I
they're playing a
digress.
video game?
Right. But Brett Moffitt's also one of those guys that, like, I am one of the best spotters in the world, and you probably can't afford me. That's his attitude. So when Clint Boyer was like, hey, you want to spot for me on a couple of these iRaces? Let's discuss salary. No, man, we're doing it for fun. And he's like, no, that's no fun.
Well, I heard him talking today that a bunch of the people on Junior's team are actually people that he met through
On
iRacing.
iRacing, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
His spotter
Yeah.
is like one of the OG iRacers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
And his spotter, who is now Joey Logano's spotter.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's a legit good spotter. He's best in the business.
You know how I feel about Logano.
Well, it did make him better.
Oh, okay. Dude, I saw a video today of one of those simulators and like the hydraulics they had hooked up to it.
Yeah.
This thing had like and I mean the back end's moving and I mean it pitches side to side and I was like, I almost got motion sickness watching it.
There's one guy out there that built a simultator that has it's got an X, Y, and Z axis. So your X axis,
It's like a plane.
yeah, exactly. It's like a plane. Your X axis is a pitching up and down, and your Y axis is pitching side to side. But your Z axis, no, that'd just be an extended Y axis.
Would it be
Yeah,
would it be
because the
going up
Y
and
axis,
down?
he can do a complete 360.
In a car simulator.
And well, it's a multi simulator because he flies too, but it will pivot 90 degrees on the forward, 90 degrees on the backward, so you're standing straight up, and then it can continue to just do barrel rolls if you wanted it to. So if you were rolling down the damn straightaway, if Dale Earnhardt Jr. teed you up and hit you like a worm burner down the straightaway, you're going to be
It would just
tumbling
tumble.
like a motherfucker in this simulator.
I'll tell you some of the coolest simulators I've seen. Have you seen those videos? Those people are putting their kids in like laundry baskets and then getting them in front of the TV and playing like roller coaster footage.
No,
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good
Yeah,
content right there.
they put these little toddlers in like a laundry basket and they put the basket on their feet and hold onto it with their hands. And like as it's going up, as the roller coaster's going up, the dad will kind of shake it like it's caught on that chain, pulling it up. And then when it makes he'll take the front end of it and tip it down and start pitching it side up. And these little kids are just squealing for all they're worth, man.
get your hands up, Timmy. You're supposed to put
Yeah,
your hands up in this
it's
bullshit.
cool. This one little girl, she's like, whoa. She's totally into it. And if you watch the TV screen as he's doing it, you can tell it'd probably be a good time. Like maybe we need to get drunk next weekend and do that for each other.
Well, I walked into this show watching another show with my wife called 90 Day Fiance. That's right, 90 Day Fiance. Why did I watch it? Because it was what was on. I was going to podcast and therefore did not need control of the television remote control. Thank you very much for
Do
all
you believe that show? Do you believe that's legit?
That's a wild show. Have you ever seen an episode?
This guy.
I mean,
Donnie's a regular viewer.
it's hard to watch sometimes.
This guy is obviously from India because you can tell by his skin color, but he lives in Australia. And this girl from America goes down to woo him and
Be a 90-day fiance.
marry up with this dude. Well, he's about as misogynistic as an Indian still because you can tell he had a proper Indian upbringing. He's just a dick, right? But what his job is he's a relationship coach for single women.
Oh, perfect. See, I don't believe all this. I think they set all this up.
And this girl that goes down to woo him finds out about what this guy does for a living, and she is starting to flip shit because of what he does and like checking up on him and asking him questions. Why is it that you have 68 text messages on your phone and blah, 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 blah. Well, this guy all but owns up to it. And so I don't think she's interested anymore. But there's a lesbian.
You don't know how it ends?
No, because I got to wait till next fucking time for it. And
Right. Now I'm going to be wondering how the hell this pans out.
10 minutes and 10 seconds, but I don't think you really cared, honey. So,
what? I'm tired. I did a lot of stuff today.
but what the
He's
funny
cleaning
part,
his fingernails.
well, the funny part of the day was how they've got this because we have this thing out called the COVID virus, right? COVID-19.
Yeah.
And just checking to make sure any
Yeah, I'm up to
idiots,
speed on it.
Any idiots we have out there listening that don't know about the COVID-19, please excuse yourself. Anyways, so everybody's hunkered at home. Well, they have like people from the previous season, like couples from the previous season. There's another couple of girls. I can't think of their names to save my life, but there used to be a show on about them. They're from Atlanta, and they own a bra shop.
I remember. Why do I know that was a show? But I remember what you're talking about.
Well, I think in a previous relationship, we all watched this show.
Okay.
And anyways, it was Shandy's fault. She got everybody hooked on it. But they're back on as just guests watching the show that's going on from their couch while they're showing the show. So they have this like live view live commentary of what everybody else is watching.
It's like Inception.
Yeah, it's
Kinda.
exactly like Inception.
Yeah.
Speaking of guests, I talked to my brother today, and he said if we want to have Bobby on as a guest, just to let him know.
Call him back and ask him what he's doing tomorrow.
That would be the best 6-year-old guest we could ever have on the show, dude.
Oh,
he told me you're gonna have to get ready with the bleep button, because he told me a story that Bobby was getting in trouble, and his mom just gives him the right act. And my brother's in the kitchen, and he said Bobby walks into the kitchen, sticks his hands in his pockets, and looks up at my brother and goes, oh, "She's being a real motherfucker today."
I want to get Bobby on the podcast and just I want to bleep more than what he says. Like, if he drops the F-bomb 6 times and MF for 10 times, I want to bleep it like 300 times.
Well, I've always thought, like, I bet he's hell on wheels in school. The kid's probably always in trouble. My brother's like, no, dude, he's real quiet in school. He never cusses in school. They can't believe he acts like this at home. I'm like, well, he's smart about it then.
Yeah, every adverb that's used that we're going to use in the podcast, I'm going to blank it out on his name.
His mouth is crazy, dude. She's being a real MF for today.
Y'all don't even know. And here's the thing. Kyle Larson and him have a lot in common. They're both Filipino, right?
Yeah. There's a commonality there.
Yeah. Their moms were met by servicemen.
No, my brother did contract work, so yeah. we can go ahead and classify it that way. But this kid, man, we could bring him on for 20 minutes, and oh man, there's just no telling what'll come out.
We'll be brain screwed by what comes out of his mouth.
Oh, you forget you're talking to a 6-year-old. I mean, he's just so fluid and cussing,
and uses everything in such the correct way.
Oh yeah, it's like poetic. Like it's an art to him. And I dare you, if we bring him on, I dare you to tell him he's Asian. Tell him he's Asian and just buckle up, because you're going to take an ass chewing.
That could be Donnie. Donnie be like, so Bobby, your Uncle Shiner tells me that you're Asian.
Oh, hell. Get ready with that button. Here they're going to come flying at you.
What qualifies you to be Asian?
Well, my brother had him out there at the Hispanic market out there on Garnett. And they were eating lunch. This has been months and months ago. And my brother said he sits him down at a table and he starts looking around and he gets this real panicked look on his face. And my brother said, "You okay?" He starts just talking gibberish. And and my brother goes, "What's wrong with you?" He goes, "Dad, talk Mexican. We don't want to have a problem in here."
You just pull that right out of your butt.
My brother's like, "What?"
That laugh. I laughed so hard I was coughing on that one.
Man, what's been going on there at the Bar M Ranch, man? Anything good?
No, Shandy got some yard work done yesterday, which was good.
While you were sleeping?
While I was sleeping. Yeah, no, she likes going out and doing yard work. That's her thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That's her happy. So, hey.
Yeah, that worked out well.
That's cool. You like wielding hammers and breaking rock? That's cool too. I got a place you can go.
I don't know, man. I thought I was going to take it this weekend, but I've actually worked my ass off. There's that.
Yeah, but sometimes when you get when the nursery nurse goes to work for a few days, you if you don't have something to do, you'll get really bored.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I kind of